Oh, say does that.
The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. You look at Oklahoma City. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league. And we'll see if they're able to take advantage and add their win total.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid.
He's checked in for Mirotic. Early on. Just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position, if you're a point guard, a two guard, or even a three-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about. The strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Okafor. And it's A-Train in at the 3 spot. The offensive rebound. Outside, George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's A-Train, defended by George. Holiday, the pass to A-Train. Randle outside. Knocked away. Clock at 4. High, arcing shot. Here's Okafor. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Holiday against Westbrook. Outside, George. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts and Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Robertson. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Elfrid Payton comes in for Ejuan Moore. Okafor, the pass to A-Train. And that one drops. A-Train's got his first 2 points of the night.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Now, here's Felton. Adams outside. Pass to Westbrook. Over Payton. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook has made his money right here in the mid-range. The unbelievable lift on the jumper. Good luck checking it.
Pass to A-Train from beyond the arc. That one's not going to go. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Well, it's been an up-and-down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
The Oklahoma City Thunder with one of the more rabid fan bases doors in the NBA.
Well, 7 straight seasons of sellouts. There's something about the love affair you find in these small market one-sport towns. This is an organization that has the complete and full support of their community.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Abrinas the pass to George. Good work there as it goes. George has got 5.
Well, just solid work in the painted area. Paul George, quality look, excellent decision.
Here's A-Train. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And there it is for him.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The pass to Abrines. Felton against Howard. Felton gets to Adams. Back to Felton. Over Holiday, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Felton has got his first 2 points.
And both offenses in rhythm here to start the game.
Boy, these teams can't miss so far. If you love good offense, this is your game.
Pass to A-Train. And it's sent back by George.
Oh, George, tremendous vertical. Kevin, how fast does he get off his feet?
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's A-Train, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He has 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, George. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And the Thunder making a change here. Buawu's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. The Thunder leading by 12. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore the guards. A-Train is out there with Randall, and it's Okafor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Inside, Noel. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 7 points for New Orleans, Noel.
We know that Russell Westbrook will have the ball in his hands and initiate their offense. And how about that superior passing?
Here's A-Train. He's got 6. It's good. And here's Westbrook. Pass to Felton. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Robertson. Off target from 3-point range. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. No good from Moore.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
The feed to Westbrook. It's stolen by Randall. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Okafor, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Well, it's been nothing short of a roller coaster, obviously, for Jahlil Okafor. What we know, guys, is he can be a scorer in the NBA and score it at a high level. I think his future is contingent on can he defend in the NBA. That's the only question.
And Okafor got what he wanted last season, didn't he? A trade.
The 76ers were trying to move him, but couldn't find a return that they liked. Now, hopefully this starts the next chapter in his career, and he can get things back on track.
Paul George is checked in for Oklahoma City. A-Train, the pass to Holiday. Here's A-Train. Back to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Westbrook. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Holiday's got 11 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Westbrook against Holiday. From 15 feet away. Good on the shot. He's got 17.
He's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Moore outside. Kicks it to Holiday. The pass to A-Train. Poked away. Westbrook against Holiday. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pelicans trail by 12. To the right side. A-Train. The good-looking shot from the wing. A-Train's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Felton against Moore. Nobody near George. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Well, I couldn't agree more, Greg. Situations like that you hope builds character. But they need to knock down the free throws, bottom line.
Here's Randall. It's hauled in by George.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Washington Wizards. Shot from 12. No good from A-Train. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Felton kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Robertson. Felton against Moore. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Westbrook leading the charge. There's Noel, and we've reached halftime in this one. Thunder lead. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more. Look for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Nerlens Noel. Felton comes in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Schroeder kicks to George. From 15 feet away, that's good on the jump shot. George has got 13.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Felton is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Abrinas in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Schroeder looking around from 15 feet away. And there's Paul George on the assist by Schroeder.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Felton kicks to George. Got a piece of it. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Miller.
Really well done on that assist. He sees the target inside and puts it right into the hands.
Felton finds Schroeder. It's a nice pass in by Oklahoma City here. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for Oklahoma City.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC. And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, a break for the defense. That was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Well, Paul George, smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
Here's A-Train. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to George. Here's Abrinas. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. A-Train, the pass to Holiday. Pocket 6. Again, the Pelicans score.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Oh, he's been outstanding offensively. His performance has been one of the things that's gone right for them.
And Okafor with the block. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going, Holiday and Moore, the guards. Okafor out there with Randall, and it's A-Train as the small forward position.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that was an unleashed chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Adams dishes to George. He feeds it to Schroeder. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Man, this has been fun. I mean, we got 2 teams dueling down the stretch.
Boy, does it feel to you, Greg, like every single shot is going through the bucket? That's how lethal both of these teams have been late in this one.
Here's A-Train, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call, Oklahoma City with the foul. That free throw, no good. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Alex Abrinas. Andre Robertson comes in for Raymond Felton. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And New Orleans also making a change. Okafor's checked in. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Feeds it to Robertson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, Andre Robertson, a little separation on the interior. That's pretty.
And the rejection by Noel. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Moore against Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Robertson. Nice pass. Run him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Robertson's got 6 in the quarter.
That makes any coach happy. You don't force a tough shot, but you get a quality look from close range. Nice.
And Holiday kicks to Randall. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Shoots from 12. The Thunder pull it in. Noel's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Robertson. It's out of bounds. Still hit his last touch by Okafor.
And with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnover.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
And the Thunder making a change here. George is checked in. Here's A-Train, defended by George. Here's Holiday. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
No clue how he got that one the ball. I mean, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're led by as many as 14 points. Pelicans trail by 4. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Boy, what a nice carom there, guys. He can really use that size and length to his advantage.
Back to George. 5 on the clock. On deep. Rebounded by Moore.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
No time to waste. They have to score fast and then foul quickly.
Wow, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Well, an elite perimeter defender, Andre Robertson uses that impressive length to bother players. What a solid role player this guy has become.
Here's A-Train, defended by George. A-Train, the pass to Holiday. Can't get the three to fall. And there's the call on A-Train. So that will be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And he ends up making a second, and that will put them up by 2. And that call here, the Pelicans decide to talk it over. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
To win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So at post-game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up.
You fight, you know, and you need to get back on defense faster, bro. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, definitely. We gotta pick this up. We'll get him.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, after 8 games, they're an outstanding 7-1. Things have come together for them very quickly here early in the season. Well, the talk of the past few days, the play of AI, outstanding in his first full NBA season. Shaq, are you convinced that he is, in fact, the real deal?
I'm not like my good friend Kenny over there who sees one person do one play and then automatically calls him Superman. I like what I see, but I want to see more before making that judgment. Yeah, he's been hot. Let's see him do it over a sustained period of time.
Well, you know what? It's hard to imagine that a player with his upside was just sitting overseas. That's incredible. But he's put the work in, he's improved, and the league is now his for the taking.
That wraps it up from here. Thanks for joining.
The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Well, thanks very much. Now, after college, AI spent some time in the Chinese Basketball League. He found himself and built confidence there, and he was successful there when he played. And you know plenty of players in that league will now try to follow his path. Guys?
David, thank you for that. From all accounts, he was a solid member of that Shanghai team.
Yeah, and for undrafted players, there are now a handful of options to get into the NBA beyond the draft, the G League, and also playing overseas.
Just checked in for the Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with AI. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Murray against Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Paul kicks to Anthony. There's the pass to Capella. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Porter looking it over. Floats one. If it counts.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4 for 4 start. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Paul passes to AI. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Rebound by the Nuggets. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
And it might not be the rivalry that a lot of the conference matchups are, but who knows? Maybe this is the year it heats up a little.
Deep two from Murray. And against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Their hot start keeps getting hotter. 5 for 5 now to keep things going.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Paul kicks to AI. To end the run. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
That has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
Well, you can see they were getting frustrated. Let's see if that jump starts to run.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Capella. Nuggets trail by 11. 3 on 3. The shot by Paul. No good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Houston. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Nuggets, 4.5 games behind.
And I think for Denver, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far, they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Yeah, every time it looks like they're ready to make a step forward, something goes wrong.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. From downtown, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
Murray kicks to Harris. The kick out to Porter. Murray for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Murray's got 9.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. Number 5, the Nuggets.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
The Nuggets lead by 13. On the wing, Harris. The putback. And it's AI with the rebound. Rockets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Murray against Paul. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You can tell Paul is used to playing against physical defense. You got to do more than that to slow him down.
Murray against Paul. Pass to Harris. Ball's knocked loose. Murray against Harden. Harris outside. The 3. No good on that one. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
AI right side. Outside Anthony. Back to AI. Kept alive by Houston. From deep Harden. Pass to AI. Anthony on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 11. Paul kicks to AI. A 3-pointer, no good. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Murray. Here's Porter, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the dunk by Capella.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. As you talk about IQ for the game, skill and competitive desire, you can rival Chris Paul.
Well, his buddies LeBron and Wade tease him about having a Napoleon complex.
Here's Millsap. Outside Porter. Jokic against Capella. Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. Nailed from three-point land. Jokic has got 7.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the net. That's his focus right now.
And so in the game for the Rockets, AI is out there with Anthony. Then it's Ennis. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Harris's shot is off.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
AI, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Murray against Harden. Murray kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Porter. With his first shot attempt, Millsap misses. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Harden gets the bucket.
Oh, that's a good way for Harden to keep the D off balance. Use the mid-range here.
Looking at Denver, they got their last win against Milwaukee. Murray outside. Jokic high post. Capella's there. For 3, Millsap. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low, here's Anthony. A beautiful reverse layup.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Thursday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here is Harris. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it failed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "The drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Jokic finds Harris. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, then he's going to take a big jump.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Timeout called the Rockets.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there have been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
A moment now to look at the numbers for Jokic. third in rebounding and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Yep, that one goes in there.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Murray dishes to Millsap. He kicks to Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in his game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooting.
For Denver, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And so he hits both.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, but one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer. A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Millsap looking it over. Here's Harris. Murray outside. From deep. That's good for Harris on the assist by Murray. That's now 8 points for Gary Harris. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got tall.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the chart.
Harris kicks to Millsap. Back to Harris, and the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. Jokic, no good. Rockets trail by 14. Now here's Anthony. A 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Here's AI. Feeds it to Capella. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Denver.
Hey, this is a high-powered offense today. Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the 3-ball. And just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Back to Murray. Stolen by Harden. AI right side. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. AI's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Harris passes to Murray. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from AI. Rockets trail by 12. Ennis kicks to AI. Fires for 3. They get it back and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Gary Harris.
He's 6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella.
So it's Denver going into the break. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. With for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Martin comes in for Porter. And Thomas subbed in for Harris. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. AI comes in for Marquise Chris. Murray, the pass to Plumlee. Millsap has the open look. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Isaiah Thomas out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Murray kicks to Thomas. To the paint. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Thomas is a crafty guard, dicing up the D with his slick passing in the pick and roll that time.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Pass to AI. Chris, when you're watching how a team is put together, what signals are you looking for that the pieces now are the right ones for that team to be successful?
Yeah, what I look for is balance of talent. Are you heavy loaded at the point guard position? If you have 5 point guards, it's usually not a great balance. But do you have guys that can specialize in their different areas? Rebounding, shooting, dribbling, passing. Do you have players that can space the floor that allows you to play the system that you want? You have guys that are engaged and have the ego and the pride to want to get stops on the defensive end. So with me, usually I see that it's a balance where you can kind of check off every box that you need to say, yes, we have what we need this season to get where we want to get.
Gordon against Murray. Anthony on the double team. To the middle, 6 to shoot. Martin, a putback. Benet trying to get open. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
Just has that feel for the game, a feel for how to generate points, and that was a thunderous putback by Millsap.
Here's AI. Kicks it out to Gordon. AI with it. Millsap on him. Here's AI. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Inside, got a piece of it. Taken away by Anthony. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. AI outside. Harden outside. Drills it from outside. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Out to the wing. Here's Millsap. He can't get it to go. 18 that time from AI.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
The Nuggets leading by 9. To the inside. Millsap. Second chance effort. And another shot. And it's good on the way in. Millsap's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
AI outside. On the wing, Harden. The three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got 11 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Thomas with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's AI. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Trey Lyles checked in for Paul Millsap. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Nene. And it's Gerald Green in for Anthony. Thomas against Harden. And it's Murray with the jam.
Good floor awareness, good vision. Thomas, dependable at finding open teammates.
Rockets trail by 7. AI right side. Dishes it to Harden. Here's AI. Connects on the open J. AI's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Thomas passes to Lyles. And Thomas, he's got 5. It's good on the putback.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivering some great shooting.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's AI. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet. 15 seconds left in the third. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Kicks it to Murray. For the 3. No good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Nuggets lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Our biggest thing down that other end, guys. Everybody.
On the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Lyles. And Murray subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And then for Houston, AI is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Anthony comes in for Gordon. And Paul subbed in for Gerald Green. For 3, Harris. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
4 on the clock. Here's Millsap. Rockets with the rebound. Anthony's got 6 rebounds in the game.
It's been a rough game for them. They won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to this.
And so in the game for the Rockets. Over on the wings, it's Harden paired with Melo. AI is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Paul in at the point. Not loose. Jokic finds Harris. Murray for 3. They grab their own miss. That's tipped. AI outside. And it's Paul missing. And it's Harris with the ball for Denver. 22 is their biggest lead. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Rockets trail by 3. Harden inside the 3-point line. The step back jumper is good. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Over AI. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 3. Houston's got 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of it. Lob pass to Capella. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And they take the lead. 18 points for Chris Paul.
I mean, this is why you put the ball in Paul's hands. He doesn't go back down.
Gordon outside. Pass to Harris. At the top of the key, Millsap. Anthony against Burton. Rocket 6. And right to it goes. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting 53% to the floor. They're locked in. Here's Paul. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1:32 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just throwing them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, guys, we need to play with pace, and that'll get us some early fast break opportunities. We're playing way too predictable right now.
They count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments, and there he does.
Here's Houston now. Harden scanning the floor, and there it is for him. Harden's got the lead up to 2 now for Houston.
Oh, man, there's no denying that Harden nails these shots all the time. Love how he just takes over these possessions.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Murray kicks to Jokic. And denied. He sends a pointer. Fast break. Broke loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Nuggets shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Passes to Jokic. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot!
Guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give these men props.
Here's Harden. It counts. And the foul. It's on Gary Harris.
It's winning time. Hard knows his job description.
The Rockets shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Deep two for Anthony. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Anthony's got 23 points.
I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career. He never gets over.
Thomas dishes to Plumlee. It's Barton on the wing. Guarded by Harden. And Capella sends it back. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Paul. 26 points for James Harden.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and it's like watching a volcano.
Outside Thomas. Good work defensively by Paul.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy.
Got that one up quick. And it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
On the left side. Got a piece of it. AI outside. And another three for Houston.
Fruitful possession. Just doing what they can to extend the lead.
That's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Anthony against one. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Well, in recent years, C-Web players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
But think about it. Embiid and Westbrook, if they both come close, Westbrook comes close to anything with a double like that. Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that the key the dream allows you on, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So all you're going to get is 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks.
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, you know.
AI left side. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. AI's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Rockets.
Yeah, they just took over this game in the second overtime. I mean, wow, this has been impressive to watch.
Yeah, what a wild ride. I mean, sometimes you have the legs and energy to just kind of outmatch your opponent. And when you get to that overtime, and in this case, it was that second overtime where they were able to just put on those afterburners.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for AI.
He was the alpha dog out there. totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Martin passes to Plumlee. Over AI. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
Carries it down low.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, it's just a huge road win. These guys banded together. It's just an awesome performance.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Thank you for...
So it's got like 3 layers of meats and cheeses. But that's all.